Hello, one and all. Welcome back to ULM, our dynasty. We're taking control of the ULM Indians in Monroe, Louisiana. So we are about to head into year number 5. I believe this is the 2006 season. I think it's where we're at. Yeah, I think. But we're about to get into the schedule, into the thick of things. As you saw it, we're just going to get right in as we win against Kent State to start our season off, and then followed up with a 1-point loss to Texas, the runner-up national champions from last year. We nearly beat the Texas Longhorns, which would have been absolutely insane. But we do follow it up with a road victory against the Oregon Ducks, which is probably just as big. Two massive Power 5 games pretty quickly. And then we beat Virginia and also pick up a win against the USF Bulls. So I think we've played a couple times already before suffering our second loss of the season against Arkansas State, who I think we normally play pretty well against, but they managed to beat us by one possession before we pick up our 5th win of the year against a pretty bad Temple Owls team on the road. So continuing with conference play with Middle Tennessee State, they do manage to beat us pretty handedly, 24-38. So we fall to 5-3 on the year, and already in conference play we're slipping a bit. We're going to need to step it up here if we want to be in the running for the Sun Belt this year, as we pick up a massive win against New Mexico State, who's off to a hot start this year as well. So that helps us out a lot here. But we do follow it up with a loss to North Texas, who is probably going to win the Sun Belt, judging by record and our conference record. So skipping ahead to our rivalry game, we pick up the win against Lafayette, which was massive. They are having a pretty tough year, but we got to beat that rival. We have to beat them. And then our finale of the season, we managed to shellac the Idaho Vandals like usual. So decent season all around. Here is your Heisman winner. And then we, of course, get a bid to go to the Tangerine Bowl to play Clemson. So we get a new bowl game in year number 5 at the helm. Yeah, I mean, we played the New Orleans Bowl the last 2 years and the Houston Bowl before that, and now we get a shot at the Tangerine Bowl against the Clemson Tigers, who on paper seem to be a pretty similar team to us, which is kind of weird to think about, that we are now on the same planet, basically in the same ballpark as the Clemson Tigers. So this one is a bit personal, not to dox myself or anything, but Clemson is awfully close to where KCSN headquarters is in real life. So we're going to travel down to Orlando, Florida, and take on the 7-4 Clemson Tigers, and hopefully not get completely embarrassed. But who knows how things are going to go. This is a different opponent for us. I feel like the teams we were playing before in our bowl games were definitely more so our speed. Playing UAB twice is, I think, maybe where our strengths lie. But the college football world seems to think that these Indians are prepared for the big lights of the ACC in the form of the Clemson Tigers. So there's Raymond McFarland, our quarterback for this year. He was our quarterback last year. He was injured a little bit, put up decent numbers. Not really. His touchdown to INT ratio was absolutely abysmal. Turnovers is something that we need to limit as a team, since we really don't have any strong strengths to our team, I don't think, as far as running or passing goes. But, we don't struggle a whole lot scoring points, as you can tell from our final scores. But I need McFarland and company to really protect the ball. So getting into this game here is a 3rd and 10 for Clemson's offense already. And we have a player overrun the play, and then another linebacker just can't make the tackle as this Clemson receiver breaks off for a humongous gain on a play that probably should have ended up in the backfield. It ends up going for about 20 more yards into Indian territory. So that's a humongous defensive breakdown as Clemson gets a huge pickup on 3rd and 10. And now they're facing another 3rd and very long here late in the first quarter. And Stout, their quarterback, steps up into the pocket and finds, I believe, the same receiver from the last play. And it's another huge pickup for Clemson's offense, surrounded by Indian defenders. Did not seem to matter. So on another 3rd and very long situation, can our defense finally tighten up here and get Clemson's offense off the field as Stout drops back, scans over his options, and finds the grass in front of him. So our defense does manage to step up here. That might have been a PI, but hey, I'm not going to call it. I'll take the 3rd down. And so Clemson's going to send out their kicking unit, and they're going to convert on that field goal and take a 3-0 lead here heading into the second quarter, as our offense was unable to do much of anything in the first quarter. But right out of the commercial break here, our intermission, McFarland finds a wide open receiver along the sideline who hauls it in and gets brought down just inside the 40. So we are now moving. So First and 10 now for these Indians, just past midfield here at about the Clemson 40 here. And McFarland's going to go with a fake handoff here, and he's got a very, very clean pocket, and he takes that free opportunity and finds another open receiver for another Indian first down. So we are now cooking against this Clemson defense after struggling in the first quarter. So in the red zone, can we convert on this opportunity as we go with the fullback, and he's got some open space on the right side and cuts up field, but cannot make it to the first down marker, or more importantly, the goal line, but we will take a second and third. So McFarland finds the grass in front of him, throws it to absolutely nobody, and that was going to sail into the dirt. So 3rd and 3 now for our offense. We're in I formation. I guess you maybe expect to run right up the middle. It's exactly what we're going to do, and Clemson expected it as well. And Frank Young cannot seem to shake any pressure as he gets brought down well behind the line of scrimmage, and we're going to have to settle for 3 points ourselves. And we are able to convert it because we do not have Dion Davis, our kicker from last year. So we're doing okay now as we tie things up. Another 3rd down situation for Clemson here, just inside, or excuse me, deep in their territory, and they're able to pick it up with a receiver across the middle as he gets brought down at about midfield. So these 3rd downs are absolutely killing us, man. They are brutal, and Stout just runs into pressure. I can't believe he got rid of the football. I mean, that's just a disgusting play. Look at this, dude. He gets absolutely clobbered, and somehow that ball just wobbles its way to an open man. That's just gross, man. We're getting cheated by NCAA. So on another 3rd and 10, Stout is going to find another open guy, and he's going to get brought down. He has to come back, though, to make the reception, so it's not going to be a first down. So on 4th and 2, Clemson's going to keep the offense on the field. They're really, I mean, this is a gutsy call. They're going to go with a reversal. It gets absolutely blown up, but the receiver finds open space, and no one's back there, and he's gone. It's going to be another Clemson touchdown, or a Clemson touchdown. It's the first of the day. That play was absolutely disgusting. Look at this, man. That reverse just absolutely was blown up. We had a completely red, and just one broke tackle and a good block is all it's going to take for this receiver to completely just turn this nothing play into a touchdown for Clemson. So Clemson's going to take a 10-3 lead heading into the locker room at halftime, and this game is still completely wide open here, but they have an opportunity now outside of the half here in the 3rd quarter, right around midfield yet again. Their offense is rolling again. Our defense has struggled to contain Clemson, and Stout pump fakes and wants a deep ball, and he finds his man again, number 80, who spins out. He doesn't even get tackled. He spins out of it, but fortunately for us, he stepped out of bounds because that would have been a touchdown. That would have been a reservation for 6 had he managed to stay in bounds off that nice spin move, because our defense is just absolutely lost. So 1st and 10 now for Clemson here, just inside the red zone. They're going to go with a direct snap to the running back, and he's actually going to shake off a tackle or two and pick up a pretty nice gain. So I haven't seen too many of those kind of plays work before, but it works all right for Clemson. On 2nd and 5, Stout's going to make a pretty awkward running throw. I don't really know what that was for, but to a running back or fullback out of the flat, and that play is pretty well covered by our defense. So on 3rd and 5, another 3rd down. You know how 3rd downs have gone for this defense all day today with a man in motion. Stout is going to keep it himself. He's going to shake off the one. What happened? There was absolutely zero coverage up front. The center just disappeared, and Stout was able to just duck over to the tackle, and he just took it up the middle himself as that play completely broke down. Clemson's having a lot of plays just completely blow up in their face, but it doesn't seem to slow them down. Once we cover the play itself, we have no way of correcting and just like following up with that. It's like, we blew up your option play. Now what? It's like, well, I guess we'll just run up the middle and score. But anyway, on 1st and goal or 2nd and goal, Stout is going to find another open man. I mean, he wasn't open. He was in double coverage, but he fits it in the window, and Clemson scores another touchdown. So our defense just can't seem to do anything right today, or, I mean, they're doing everything right, but just can't seem to finish, I guess. I mean, look at that. The linebacker even tried to go for the ball itself, and it just really did not work out. So we're going to cut further ahead here. It's another goal-to-go situation for Clemson, and another option play completely breaks down, but Stout is able to bounce out to the outside, and he has just enough speed to step into the end zone, and it's another Clemson touchdown. And that is really, I mean, just look at this, dude. Just completely falls apart. That receiver did a good job of shifting his block to another a ULM defender and picking that block up to give Stout the time and the space here. But Clemson does manage to win this one in absolutely dominant fashion. We got absolutely embarrassed in the Tangerine Bowl. We might never get invited back And I would not blame the Tangerine Bowl representatives for that decision, because we really kind of showed our ass here in Orlando. So that's going to be all she wrote basically for the season. So in the next video, we're going to cover all the stats and stuff and see just how did this all happen. But that's going to do it for this video. So hopefully I see you guys in the next one.
Until next time, so long, everybody.